Hello everyone, my name is Nixuke, and this is Wuthering Waves. I'm not gonna go into how many times I've done a take for this game, but I'm just gonna summarize this the best I can. So, this game is available on PC and mobile, as at the time of recording. I am just gonna summarize it by saying I give the combat, the exploration, the movement, even, a solid 8 out of 10. Pretty easy for me to say that. The story, however, I just don't find it to be all that entertaining, personally. I don't think it's a terrible story, I can't find myself investing into it. So I just play the game for, obviously, the combat, the exploration, and eventually I'll get into the story. Maybe. It might just be like a case like Star Rail, where I just skip over all the dialogue and just play the game. We'll see. Still giving the game a try after 2 days, but this is just my first impressions. The game still has a lot to work on. Localization is one of the biggest problems if you're playing the English version like I am. Outside of that, though, the game is great. The game has some stutters, as you can see,
Target confirmed.
but overall, the game just feels amazing to play. Combat, I love it. The combat just feels so good. It doesn't feel static, it doesn't feel weighty, it just feels not flawless, but just easy to get into, honestly. It has a counter-attack system like Tower Fantasy does, but better. That's one example there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over some key things real quick. There really isn't much to say about it. Like I said, the localization is probably the only thing I have a problem with. Outside of that, though, I just enjoy it for the character collection and, of course, the actual gameplay. If you're not the type who's into this kind of game, I wouldn't suggest it. So, unless you're into gacha games or action games, I wouldn't bother. Or maybe if you just want a boring story to go through, just to kill time, do it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that this story is bad in any way. For me personally, it is boring. It might get better over time. I just have to give it more time. And this is just after 2 days of playing it, okay? So, my opinion means absolutely nothing as of right now, because I haven't gone far enough into the story for it to really matter. Now, that being said, though, I do think that the game is in a good place. I wouldn't call it the Genshin Killer, because it's definitely different from a lot of other games that get compared to Genshin. It's its own flavor, it's its own game. As you can see, the movement, it just looked great, too. So, if you want to check the game out, I'll leave a link down below in the description. You guys can go check it out there. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, what I do, what is it that I do again? Oh, I think I do not safe for work stuff there. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not gonna say what I do. That's for you guys to figure out. But I also have a voice acting group I'm a part of. If you want to support us there, you can. That'll also be linked down in the description below. But of course, the main thing that you guys are probably here for is the link, or at the very least, just, you know, my 2 cents on the game. I would say give the game a try. Even if you're not even if you're not like into this kind of game, still give it a try. I think it's worth anybody's time, because it's not like you're spending money to really invest it into this game, because it's a free-to-play game. There's no investment apart from time. So, whether or not you choose to make that investment is entirely up to you. Now, that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Like I said, links down in the description if you want to support me, or support the group, or support the game. And, yeah, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.